Hey everyone, and welcome to this guide on effective communication in Dota 2. Now, you're going to notice that I'm here in a bot game, and whoa! Pudge is sneaking up on me, and Pudge tried to give me that big fat hook. Now, there's a few things I want you to know here, okay? There's a few things I want you to know. So first of all, I'm going to select an ability. I'm selecting Scream of Pain. Now, if I want to tell my team that I can use Scream of Pain, I do that. I use it. Now I'm telling my team that it's under cooldown. Now you've been thinking, Alex, why would you do that? Well, if you have an ultimate, like I will, you know what? Let's give myself an ultimate. Let's give myself an ultimate. Why wouldn't I, okay? If I got an ultimate, I think it's very important that my team knows that it's ready. Because if I'm mid and I have an ult and I can do something with it, it's important I communicate with my team that that ult is ready. And if I'm a bad player, which I am, and I do this and waste my ult, it's important that I tell my team that, hey guys, I'm short on my ult. I'm also short on mana. How am I doing this? There's one particular key in Dota 2 that is just synonymous with communication, and that is the alt key. I can literally alt-click anything. I can alt-click the ground, and it gives little exclamation marks. I can alt-click a creep's health. It'll say how much creep health is left. I can alt-click my items, which is super important. I can alt-click the fact there's a rune here and that Pudge is going to get it. I can alt-click the fact that Pudge is affected by the rune. Look at that. I can alt-click anything. I can alt-click the fact that Pudge is a bottle, that he has gauntlets. I can click the fact that Pudge is at half mana. All of these things are contextual clicks. I'm clicking that I have tangos. I'm clicking that I only have one tango left. I'm clicking that I'm under the effect of tango. All these things can be communicated with the alt key, okay? In fact, you can pretty much click on everything on the screen with the alt key, okay? I can click on my level to inform people what level I am. I can click on Pudge's level to inform people what level Pudge is. Okay. I can click on the fact that I have an ability. It's level 1 and it's ready. I can click on the fact that my ultimate's under cooldown. I can click on the fact that my Fairy Fire, I have 1 charge left. Okay. There's a lot of things that you communicate here. Now, I can also communicate that I have a Town Portal Scroll ready. And what's incredible about it, you're probably expecting this, it's also going to tell you that I have it on cooldown and I can't TP. Now, right now, I'm going to tell you guys one of the most important things with regards to communication. That's how you communicate, okay? But when do you communicate? Now, I want you to take a look at my little map here. I'm going to tell you something right now. I see that we have enemy heroes here, okay? 2 there. There's 2 here. Where's Pudge? Pudge is missing. Should I tell my team that Pudge is missing? Absolutely, because he's the mid, and if he rotates down here and takes a jump on my Death Prophet, she's dead. So it's very important that you communicate that Pudge is missing. How do you do that? Well, you can say, Pudge is missing. I do not recommend you type Pudge is missing. Look how long that took me to type, and I'll explain that in a moment. What you do, though, is alt-click his portrait, and a little sound will ping, and it'll tell everyone, hey, he's missing. Be careful, he's missing. And why is that so important? Watch this. Pudge is missing. I'm not even paying attention to last hits, nothing, okay? Oh, look. I just clicked the fact that the rune spawned. Right? Look, I do that and it says, hey, rune spawned 12 seconds ago. Get there. The bounty rune top. Got it. Okay? Pudge is still missing. Pudge is missing. Don't know where he is. Now, if Pudge is to return, I use the modifier of alt. So if I alt-click, I do this, right? If I modify that selection with control, it gives a different symbol. If I select Pudge, he's back. If I hold control and hit alt, it tells them that Pudge has returned, okay? It is very important that you use these types of communication to your team's benefit so that they can expect when rotations are happening. And trust me, if you're the safe lane carry and the mid player does not tell you that mid has rotated or is missing and you get ganked, you're going to be upset. So it's very important that you communicate when your enemy in lane that you're expecting in lane is no longer there. Okay? And it's very important as well as you can use this contextually, like, hey, bounty hunter, you need to get out of here, bud. You're gonna die. Get out of there, you're gonna die, right? That's the ult ping, or you can even just do this. It says, hey! Danger! Danger, damn it! You don't want to ping like that because it's annoying, but you get what I mean, right? Now, with regards to alt-clicking, you can also alt-click the shop as well. This is super important to know. Remember, you have alt-clicking, then you have control alt-clicking, which is the modifier. So if I alt-click, for instance, this observer ward, I'm telling my team that I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it. I'm telling my team that I'm going to purchase the observer ward. That's alt-clicking. I'm going to purchase Smoke of Deceit. But if I alt control click, I'm saying someone should purchase the Observe Award, or someone else should purchase the Smoke of Deceit. Okay? Now, if I take a magic stick here, and I have it down here, and I alt click that, I'm saying I have enough gold for a magic stick, and I can buy it. But if I take a Helm of Iron Will here, oh, I'm gonna die. He's ulting me. I'm actually dead. Oh, I survived! Yes! I actually survived. I wasn't expecting to survive there. So, if I put the Helm of Iron Will there, and I alt-click it, I'm actually telling people that I actually need 76 gold for Iron Will. For the Helm of Iron Will, sorry. I'm informing people of how close I am to the item. Now, that item's not that important, but let's say I'm building a Yule's, right? I'm gonna actually have to tell people, guys, I need like 1,800 gold for my Yule's still, so everyone chill, okay? Also, I'm almost dead. But you can also click things like this. Okay, someone needs to build an Orchid. You control click it and you think I think someone should purchase Orchid of Maleficence. And what you can do here is you can also do stuff like Vlad's. I think someone should buy Vlad's. Someone's got to get mech. Someone do it, please, right? And you can communicate with your team without actually using your keyboard or your voice chat, all right? And it's very effective. It is truly effective. Once again, quick recap. Tell people when people are. Tell your team when people are missing. Tell them when they return. Use contextual pings on the map to give information. Tell them to get out with the modified ping. Okay, and that's kind of like the defaults. Now, there's more to communication than just doing that. Okay, now there are other types of communication. So first of all, there's the chat wheels. So you have Y. So by default Y, and you have a whole bunch of different things here. Okay, you can do the yelling and stuff, which is always fun. You know. Walk strong, friends. Walk steady. And, you know, that's cool. But what you really got to do is you got to use... So that's Y by default. You got to use the U. U's important. Let's go down here for a sec. Let's say I'm a support, which I'm not. But let's say I'm supporting Queen of Pain, which you never will. Well, right now you won't anyway. So you're supporting as Queen of Pain, and you want to tell your team that, hey, I'm going to pull. There's no creeps coming. Pull's not for another 12 seconds. But let's say you're going to pull, right? You want your team to know, hey, I'm not in lane with you. Hey, DP, I'm not in lane with you, so I'm going to go pull. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to take the U and you say pulling creeps. You're going to inform him of that. You're going to inform him that you're pulling creeps, okay? So he knows that, oh, that's where my Queen of Pain is. They're pulling creeps. I do not expect them in the lane. I need to play more carefully. Oh, I'm dead. Right? So they need to know that, oh, I was pulling creeps, bro. But don't worry. Don't worry. Good game, well played. Hey, why? Why will I lose? I'm playing. Come on, game. Anyways, so it is so important. I'm gonna pause. I don't need to pause. Why do I need to pause? The game wants to kick me out for some reason. But it's very important that you use U as contextual, so you can ask for D words if you like. You can ask, don't give up. So if the team's kind of down on their luck and everyone's getting upset and tilted, don't give up, boys. Even give them a little chat wheel applause. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Okay? Now, another thing that we need to make note of here is that this is so important. My bad, whoops, and game is hard. Let's say you're a garbage tier player, like me, and you make a mistake. Let's say I do this, right? Let's say I do this. Ready? Watch this. And I ult the wrong way. You know what happens there? My team does this. That's what happens. That is my team's chat. But... yes, okay, we all know toxicity is an issue. But with these keys right here, you know what they do? They tell people, I'm gonna die. They tell people, hey, whoops, I know I made a mistake. My bad, the game is hard. This kind of diffuses the issue a little bit, okay? It diffuses the issue. I'm actually dead for 50 seconds. It actually diffuses the issue a little bit because what you've done here is said, oh, my bad. And it helps to illustrate to your team that, like, hey, I'm recognizing I made a mistake. You don't have to get on the chat and tell me, okay? I made a mistake. The game is hard. I'm not going to do it again, boys. Don't you worry, okay? Don't you worry. It is so important that you communicate effectively in this game. So important, okay? And that is one of the ways. It helps you to diffuse toxicity. If they're going to remain toxic, you go to the little hamburger icon up here. Now, this is a bot game, so you won't necessarily see it, but right here, each player has a mute option. Both text and voice, you can mute whoever is bothering you, okay? There's also anonymous mode, which is right here, that you can activate, which means that people literally cannot even communicate with you, and they kind of, they hide nicknames, stuff like that. There's a lot of information you can hear. You can also block all incoming chats so that people can't chat with you if you really want to. Now, I would like to believe that maybe you want to, believe that people are better than that, and you want to give everyone a chance, because there are going to be games where effective communication. Like, listen, if you want to rank up, if you want to increase your MMR, you have to be able to communicate. There's no way around it. You have to. And if you mute everyone and go into anonymous mode and never talk to anybody, then you're never, ever, ever really going to get high rank, because, like, yes, you can do this stuff, you can do this stuff, you can chat like this, you can ping. But there are some times where, like, you have to just say, like, watch this, right? So if I'm in lane, watch, get tiny, please. Like, that's hard. Look, I had to look down to even do that, right? But watch this. Watch my voice chat. Ready? Guys, let's get tiny when we have a chance. Let's get that gank, boys. Let's go, boys. And, of course, they're bots, so they're not actually listening. But what I mean to tell you here is that it took me a second. Watch. Hey, guys, I need help bottom. That's it. See how much easier the voice communication was? Incredibly easier. So, like, using your voice is very effective. It's default bound to G, and you get the little icon. It allows you to communicate very quickly. You can even say, Pudge is missing. Be careful, bot. I think he's going there. Like, it's so easy to be able to communicate, okay? So easy. But I know toxicity is a major issue. Don't be afraid to mute people that are being toxic. It happens all the time. One of the most common forms of toxicity is, like, people, like, pinging, like, items like this. Like, oh, Gratz, you have a Ring of Bali, and it's 12 minutes. And that is basically, like, like, my team's bad, right? And why are you trying to end my game? Anyways, but effective pinging is important. Now, with regards to the alt, I didn't mention that. So if you alt click the time, it'll actually give you like, contextual information. It tells you the time. It'll actually say, hey, power runes are spawning in 6 seconds. And at 15, 20, 25, if you ping, it'll say that the bounty runes are spawning as well. If you wish, you can also control alt click that. It'll tell you that it's currently daytime and how much time's remaining. Very important if you're, like, Night Stalker and you want to keep track of, like, when it's nighttime so you can be more effective, okay? Now, a couple things that you need to be aware of as well. The map itself is pingable. So you can ping the map just right on the map and it'll come up on the spot. You can also control-alt ping the map. It'll come up on the spot as necessary, right? You can also hold control and draw on the map, which is very key, right? I don't recommend you do this, but it's better if you actually... why would I do that? Alex, I'm trying to make an educational video here, and that's what I do. That's literally what I do. Okay, if I'm Queen of Pain, I can do something like this. I can do something like this, draw that. Hey, guys, I'm coming in. I'm coming through the jungles, then I'm going to come top. On my way, boys. Let's go. That actually makes sense, right? I'm explaining which way we're going, trying to communicate with the team, okay? Not just scribbling. Don't scribble. Don't scribble, okay? One thing I should mention, if you are new to the game, you'll notice that there's actually a button up here. Request purchase suggestions. A lot of new players might not even realize that it's there, but basically what it does is it gives a little window of opportunity for your teammates to give you recommendations for items. So when they control click things in the shop, it'll actually give contextual, hey, I think that Octavarium, the Queen of Pain, should purchase a Claymore. And it lasts for about a minute, and your team can give you contextual information on what they feel like you can buy. So if you're new to the game, hey, look, someone should buy that tome. Oh, I should buy the tome, okay. If it gives you contextual information based on, what's happening in the game. Because if you're with other players that are more experienced than you, and perhaps you're not quite sure how to itemize, they can give you suggestions to, well, help everyone win and help the team win, right? So it's very valuable. Anyways, guys, I hope that this guide helped you. Let me know if you have any comments and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and have yourselves an absolutely wonderful day.